ben Anne en Theo gaat me knippen.
Anna is back to have a new fresh hairstyle. She turns around to show you her current hairstyle. Maar een rondje eruit, schat. To see what you now have. And I didn't ask her what she wants, so as the hairstyle, that I will certainly do. Dankjewel. Nou, Lucie. Wat zou je willen, lief? Voor kapsel? Of met je kapsel?
Nou, dit is anders dan de vorige keren.
Ja, zeker.
Ja. Doe maar met de daarvoor. Weet je dat nog?
Ja, dat zit iets meer laag in. Zo.
Ja, iets meer opgeknipt.
Nu is het wat ja. En het groeit nu ook hard, hè. Dus
ja.
het wordt mooi weer. Now the friends on YouTube just had a conversation about the hairstyle she likes. Now she likes it a little bit more playful and a little bit more layered.
En met de elektrische mes?
Yeah, with a hot knife.
Hot knife. Yeah.
Because then you have better condition of hair.
And I don't like the hair in my eyes.
Okay.
So all the time I was doing this.
So I have to free that. Nou, dat gaan we doen. Start with wetting the hair.
Een beetje uitwinnen ook, hè?
Ja, dat komt af zout met mensen.
Verloren toen ik ziek was.
Ja, dat zal wel. Dat
ja,
is
heel veel.
Ja.
Ik dacht echt, ik word een beetje kaal.
Ah nee, schatje.
Ja, echt wel.
Ja, maar dan word je niet zo.
Toen ik zo ziek was, kwamen mijn borstjes eruit.
Ja, maar dat is gewoon omdat die haren al vlug in de overgangsfase gaan.
Als je ziek
Zo
bent.
heet dat.
In de overgangsfase.
Ja. For a start, put a little bit conditioner spray over the hairs.
Nou ja.
So it can work in and it reduces the yellow colors of the hair a bit. Not totally, because I like the when there's a little bit shading in the hair. But when you put it on hair before you're cutting, it has a nice time to work in and it gives the best condition of hair.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's start to cut. She does like the hairs in the front. They may not fall into the eyes. On her bicycle, she don't like the hairs in her face because when she puts the helmet on, they all will be pushed down, of course. In the Netherlands, nowadays we try to get everybody on the bicycle with helmets on. It's much safer, of course. And we are one of the countries with the most bicycles on a person counting. I have 3 bicycles, so connect the lines into the lines of the natural fall. So stay working into the roundings of the skull lines. And knowing that you don't like the hairs in her face lines, go a little bit deeper in, so I have a better connection to the lines on the sides. The layering, I start taking the hairs to the front, connecting to the line of cutting, so I see the line of cutting, lay them in, there I go in. The nice thing of this tool is that it is a hot tool. So it gets very gently through the hairs without destroying the hairs. There's a lot of people telling that cutting with a knife is terrible for the hairs, but that's not true when you do it with a hot knife. So please stay commenting like that. Then I know you didn't hear what I told you. Pull the hairs to the front again. Now she likes it a little bit thinner. So I start with the tip, just above the line of cutting. And then go into the line of cutting again. And thank God she has a lot of hair. Take a new line to the front. start over the center line. Adjusting the lines, so take a little bit in to get a little bit more playful line on top. Het is wel een mooi gereedschap, hè, thermisch mes.
Ja. Zeker.
Ik werk er echt heel graag mee.
Het wordt wat speelser, hè? Dat
Ja, het is niet zo'n pannenkoek. Lay again some hair on it. Start in the front. Start in the front with the tip of my knife. Hold the softness. Continue on that line over the top. Take a line higher than that. And create a softness into the lines. Now I get a much more playful effect, and you see already the structure of her hair is coming back.
Ja.
Go to the other side. Take the fringe over to the other side. Use the natural shapes of the skull. Go in with a flat knife. Adjusting the length. Connect it on the first line and create it. Go into the line of the facial lines. I like it on the other side because the hairs will be pushed down by the helmet. Take a little bit more of the sides with it. Adjusting the playfulness of the hairs and the thickness in the front. This is just do with the tip of my knife. Turn a bit. It's important to wet in between because when you work with a hot tool you need the moist that's in the hair to seal the hairs. Connecting on the line of the top. Go gently into the roundings of the face. Take a new line on it. Pull it into the lines of the fall. Start by using the tip of my knife and then to the front I lay it flat so I can adjust the length. All the playfulness of the hairs comes from the front. So you see from the center on the top, take the hairs over to the front, use the natural beautiful roundings of her face, go in. And she don't like too short hair, so when I take all the lines to the front I'm certain that the lines on the back are also not too short, because the much more I take from the back to the front, the more also the length will be at the back. Bringing in the playfulness of the hairs, take hairs into the rounding, take the tip of my knife and stay working in the lines of the skull lines. Get a little bit higher, pull them to the front, go in. Take over the center line of parting the hairs on the front and connect the lines to each other. Lay the hairs to the back and then I can start on the back. But already you can see how much more power there is in the hairs, much stronger she gets. First wetting the hairs. Now watch at the structures of the skull. She has a beautiful skull because the shape of her skull gives a lot of volume by the shape just of the skull. So that I can use into the hairstyle. Again my silver spray. Just a little bit, put on the lines in the underlines. Comb this into the line. Now I just start by following the natural structures of the hair. What she told me, she don't like this too short, so I don't make it too short. I just take off about a centimeter in the neckline. But the playfulness of the hairs lays above this. This gives you the feeling and shows you the length of the hair. And then the lines on top shows you the beautiful structures of her hair. And how playful they are. For those who never worked with a hot tool, you don't have to put pressure on it. It gently flows through the hairs without destroying the structure of the hairs. And it seals the ends. In between, now what I told you is follow the natural lines. Don't force anything because the wavy hair will always be there in the natural lines. So I have almost the same length. I think of only a half centimeter or something like that. But I take away the thickness of it. And in the lines of the hairs you can see there's in the understructure is a bit hair that goes in the opposite lines. So that you can see by the waving. When I pull this now, you can see she got more structure in the hairs. Take about a centimeter on it. Hold the lines into the lines of the chin line. Wetting a bit. And go back to my silver spray. Use this mostly in the underlines. Take the hairs to the side, see the fall of the hairs, go to the fall of the hairs. Go back over the same line. Connect them on the underlines. Go on the half, twist around. Go from the other side into the hairs. Take the hairs up in the opposite lines. Make use of the beautiful volume of the skull. And go in the flow and connect them to the underline again. Lekker rustig hier, hè? Ja, die zie je heel snel. Als die ventilator uit is, hoor je helemaal niks. Ja, alleen de klok. Also on this side, lay some nice lines into the underlines. Take the hairs totally to the front. Connect them and lay them back into the line of cutting. See how much structure she gets now.
En heb je ook dochters?
Eén, ook.
Oh,
Van allerlei soorten eten. Ik ben creatief met staat.
ja.
Part the hairs again. Wet the hairs again. Take again my attitude
silver spray, just in the line and the underlines. Watch at the line to the front. Take this line into my mind, using the roundings of the skull again. And first take away the thickness. Then adjust the line and connect them on the line of cutting. So now I have the hairs on the line of cutting, so you can see the laying. But the beautiful thing is, by the thinning, you get the structure again, so you have more power to the hairs. En bij de power to people. Dat is ook een lang tijd geleden. Daar ben je ook nog van.
Power to the people.
Ja.
Ja.
Of course, do the same on the other side. Start by thinning out. Then lay the hairs in the natural fall and connect them to the front. Een baas in eigen buik heb je ook nog gehad. Je hebt wel een turbulente tijd als je jong was.
Maagdenhuisbezetting.
Ja.
Piersenstraat, hè?
Ja, ja,
Nee.
dat heb ik wel gezien.
Daar was ik niet bij hoor, toen woonde ik nog.
Dat is te eng. Dat was ook een enge opstand.
Mijn ex die heeft er wel meegedaan.
Ja, ja. Dat was diegene die de koelkast naar beneden gooide. Op het dak. Every time feel and see the structure, so I know that I have the right lines to work in, that are working. Get rid of the clips, because now I come over the center line and to the front of the ears. Lay the hairs again into the line of cutting. Start with the tip. Take away the thickness. But keep in mind the line of cutting. Connect it to the front. Do the same, of course, on the other side. Start with my tip. Lay the hairs in the beautiful roundness of her skull. Twist them around. Watch at the connection lines. Watch at the fall and see how much structure she gets. So I can go to the upper hair.
Ja.
Coming on top, start just behind the fontanelle, take the hairs up in the center line, choose the length to work on, take a new centimeter hair, pull it on the line of cutting that I just did. So I adjust the length by pulling the hairs to the front a bit. This way I'm certain that I leave some length in the roundings on the back. Stay doing so. Last line. And by twisting the hairs around and then cutting them, you get a softer line of cutting. Watch the structures and they are wonderful. There's not too much of the greyish product on the hairs, so she has a beautiful natural color grey. So now I can blow dry her hair. To make her curly effect a little bit more curly, I take of Kin this beautiful product, this nursing all the curly effects in the hair. Will certainly make a photo of the both products I used. The opposite of the silver products, this looks a little bit gold, but the smell is wonderful. This you spread over your hands and then just gently bring it into the hairs.
Kijk, dit is nou lekker.
Ja.
Massage.
En dat vinden de meeste vrouwen wel fijn.
Ja, heerlijk.
Massage this gently into the hairs. Brush it through the hairs, so I'm certain that the product will spread all over her hairs. Start blow drying with a diffuser. Just taking the hairs up, holding between my fingers. Soft neveltje eroverheen, heel zacht eraan. Zit op een kalkje, wij koken in een spa eigenlijk. Kijk.
Je kookt met spa.
Ja. Hele schone pan. Ja, ik zit in. Now so far blow drying. So I lay this apart and take a little bit crystal turn here. That's the most beautiful product on curly hair. Crystal turn is a product of Goldwell. Nowadays it comes in tubes, but I still have this package. For the factory, I think the tubes are not the most wonderful design, but that's my thinking. Spread it again all over my hands. Just massage it gently into the curly effect I just created. With my mouse, I massage the hair, so I create even more curly structure into the hair. And now there's a lot of hair off, but still, for her feeling, it's a lot of hair. But something she can work with, and I'm certain of that. Don't have to use hairspray or anything else, because her hair is strong enough to hold it like this. Niet aankomen. Not tell her not to touch it, because we make photos first and then she can touch it, put the helmet on and everything. And the most women and models are just grabbing into the hairs, and then I made it, of course, not that good as it could be. I thank her for being my model. I thank you for watching. Anna will certainly be back. She's one of the best models I have, because she went world famous. She will turn around to show the end result, and we see each other. Bye bye. Lekkere koopwaar.
Nou, dat was het.
Dankjewel.
En Theo gaat me knippen.
Anna is back up in new fresh hairstyle. She turns around to show you her current hairstyle. Maar een rondje eruit, schat. To see what you now have. I didn't ask her what she wants, so as a hairstyle, that I will certainly do.